Are poised to pump you up today with a fun creative project as well. From planked walls to exposed beams, it appears we're in love with the look of wood grain these days. Getting this design look may be deceptively simple. Today we're putting you in touch with a do-it-yourselfer's way to wood grain looks, both large and small. DIYer Noni Henderson has a product preview. It's great to have you, great to meet you.
I'm so happy to be here.
And you have our interest. What are you suggesting for wood upgrades in the home?
I love the wood planks, the peel and stick wood planks. It's so easy.
Peel and stick?
Yes.
Now that's new to me. How does this work?
So it has the little
sticker backs?
Yeah. And
oh my gosh.
This is actually super, super sticky. So.
Like it's gonna hold?
Yeah. That's all you do.
Strong enough to even put on a wall?
You can put it on walls, you can put it on ceilings, you can put it on tables, cabinets. I've put it on mirrors. You can put it on anything.
So you've had good experience with this.
Yes.
What sizes does this come in?
They come in, these are all the different lengths that they come in.
Okay.
They're super thin, which I like that about them.
Yeah, they're lightweight.
Yeah, they're not super thick. And you just cut them down to the size that you pretty much need. You can cut them with just a regular knife there,
okay.
Utility knife.
Uh-huh. Is this real wood, Julie, or excuse me, Noni, that we're working with?
It
real
is.
Wood?
It's 100% reclaimed wood, environmental friendly, eco-friendly. They get it out from rivers down somewhere in Maine, some river in Maine. I can't remember, but it's 100% reclaimed wood.
And your experience has been positive, I understand.
Very
Tell me
positive.
about some of the projects you've experimented with.
We actually built a barn door, and then we've done all these little projects.
Yeah.
I love them on cabinets. I used to live in a house that,
You're good.
had a ton of cabinets, just a whole wall of cabinets, and they were just super plain, and I always thought it would be so nice to just kind of add your own touch to them and
give them a little more
liven them up a little bit.
More personality.
So yeah, this is so easy to do, and they have different finishes that you can do. So there's the possibilities are literally like endless.
I want to pin you down and ask you more about that big scale project that you kind of just glossed over.
Yeah.
You said you made a barn door.
We made a barn door.
These are these cool kind of heavy duty looking sliding doorways.
We put it on our closet.
Talk to me about that project and the process. What was that like?
It was really fun. We wanted a closet door. We had the louver doors that opened, and I was thinking about just putting them over those doors, which totally would have, but we decided in the end to do the barn door, and we just got some really thin like MDF, and we just stuck it to the MDF, and it came out. We love it.
So the wood underneath, really cheap, really inexpensive, but look at the finish you were able to get.
It was awesome.
What's the price point on these peel and stick planks?
These ones right here are between $10 and $14 per square foot. So
okay,
I think that's pretty affordable.
Yeah, fairly doable. So back to your barn door for a minute. You got the MDF. Did you have to prep that wood in any way?
I don't think you really need to, but we put just a really thin primer on it just in case, just so it can have a better stick. But I think it would have been fine without it.
Without it. And then how did you finish off the edges? How did you get the edges?
I painted them. So I caulked it and I painted it, and so if you didn't, you would have a little bit of a raw edge like that. But they do have a corner piece that you can cover it with.
Okay.
Our MDF was just a little bit too thin, so it would have been a little too big. So we just painted it and caulked it, and you can't even tell.
Painted it, caulked it, check, you're good to go.
Yeah.
But it sounds like they thought of that, the finish work even with those corner pieces.
They have a great corner piece, and we did that barn door in one day. From start to finish.
Oh, so a one-day project.
One-day project.
Did you do front and back?
No, just the front.
Just the front. What was exposed and what was showing?
Yeah, it turned out great. We love it.
It's beautiful.
It's light. It's not like a heavy barn door. It's just really light.
Well, those barn doors that popped up a couple of years ago, we saw them in the home shows. They're kind of sneaking into homes now. They are super heavy, kind of clunky, and really expensive.
And then if you have little kids, you have to worry about the splinters and stuff. You don't have to worry about at all.
Yeah, it's finished.
Yeah, it cuts so easy. You can, like I said, use a utility knife. We used a saw just to make it a little bit of a cleaner look.
Yeah, get a finer cut. Now, if I was putting this on something like a cabinet, you mentioned, a cabinet door, to dress it up, zhoosh it up, give it a little more personality, and let's say in a year I get sick of it, is this permanent?
It is.
Yeah, no, you're committing. Okay, because you say peel and stick and you think, is that going to pop off? But it
will not pop off, but it's pretty permanent.
Okay.
You'll break the pieces if you take them off. But the glue, you can get the glue off with a little bit of elbow grease.
Elbow love.
You can get it off.
Now talk to me about how you did these patterns. We're seeing the striped on the cabinet door, and also here we have a checkerboard effect that you've done on this darling tray.
We did this one because you'll have a lot of little pieces. If you you know, stick them all in, you'll end up with a lot of extra pieces like this.
Some leftovers.
Little leftover pieces. And I hate to waste them. And so we just decided to just do a little tray, do a little pattern, because all you have to do is just cut them in half and stick them in there. So I thought that was a really clever way to use the leftover pieces.
Absolutely, let no scrap go unwasted, right?
Yes.
Isn't that the DIYer's mentality?
Yeah.
You see this little piece and you see a challenge. You're like, what can I do with this?
Yeah, and Levi's like, just throw it away. And I'm like, no, I have,
we gotta use this.
I have to use them. So.
Anything else that you think we need to know going into this project about these peel and stick planks? I mean, the finished projects that you've shared seem really doable for the average beginner
totally
DIYer.
Totally doable. I think probably the biggest problem you'll have is like knowing when to stop, because I want it in my whole house. That's how easy it is. I want it on my fridge, I want it on my fireplace. I have a deep freezer in my basement. It would be awesome on the side of the deep freezer. So I literally have to like stop myself and say, okay, my whole house can't be it. So.
You wanted to plank the deep freezer.
I did, because it's just white and it's just there, and I don't have anything to cover it. So I was like, that would look actually really good on the deep freezer, and it would stick.
That's when you know you're onto a good project, when your mind starts to see planks wherever you look.
Yeah, and people do accent walls. They do headboards, and there's so many things that you can do with it.
Headboard would be beautiful.
Yeah.
So give us again the sourcing information. Where do we find these peel and stick planks?
This is actually from timberchic.com, and you can buy these at the Home Depot or timberchic.com, also wayfair.com.
Okay.
So they're very accessible.
And how many different finishes? I'm seeing the lighter wood grain and the darker, the richer color.
I would say, I think they have about 5 or 6.
Nice.
Maybe, yeah. So you've definitely got some options there, and then they come and they come like this, where you can mix the shades as well.
Yeah, that's fun. How you've done that.
Do you want me to do a little demo for you?
Would you? Yeah.
So if I had these cabinets, all you got to do is just peel and stick. I mean, my child could do this.
We like the technicality of this project. We do.
But so yeah, the only thing that I would recommend is you have to make sure your layout is pretty perfect, because once they're on there, they're on there.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure you have everything measured out, you have everything laid out.
My mind's going back to 9th grade geometry and Mrs. Reynolds and talking about those exact measurements, right?
Yeah, I have my husband help me with that.
But here I think is a great demonstration. These are what I have in my kitchen, just those basic builder grade cabinets, and now you've suddenly given them a pop of personality with these cool planks. Can I hold this up, angle this just a little bit?
They might fall, but yeah.
And look at the texture and the grooves,
And like I said, there's no splintering at all. I love it. And so even if you wanted like maybe a little bit of a temporary look, maybe just take off just the ends here and then stick them on. And then maybe that would come off a little bit easier.
See how you feel about it?
Yeah, I haven't tried it, but you can always do that.
And I think the projects you presented are great inspirational examples. So thank you so much. Can we follow you online?
Yes, I am on Instagram at Our Cabin Couture.
Okay.
And then my blog is nonishouse.com.
We'll link you over for our website too to make it easy. Great to meet you. Thank you so much.